and we have to discuss 2014 and 2015 essay type questions, support seminar papers essay type questions. So first I'll discuss 2012 MCQs, right? So I'll share the screen. Right, this paper, you can see the screen now. Okay, now before 2016, so the syllabus started in 2016. Before 2016, O-level past papers, support 7 papers and prototype papers, the structure slightly different from the new syllabus one, but anyway not much changes, like about 4 to 5 MCQs, about 5-6 MCQs you can't do because that's taken out from the syllabus. Now the rest you can do. And one change, 2015, that means before 2016, when you're doing the papers, you will come across the first 12 MCQs biology, 1 to 12 biology, bio MCQs, both 10 and 11 syllabus. Then from 13 to 24 chemistry, then 25 to 36 physics, and 36 7 to 40 general questions. So that is how. So in this paper 2000, I'll share the screen again. This paper also 2012, this support center paper, you can see the 1 to 12 MCQs biology. Actually these I told you now, before I discuss oral past papers and the model papers, I thought of discussing from 2010 to 2017. There are support seminar papers from the Ministry of Education. So these papers, not provincial papers, not school term test papers, these papers from the Ministry of Education in Sri Lanka, collaboration with Department of Examination. And these papers are really important. Some of the questions they have put in last few years, oral paper question paper also, similar questions they have put. Right, so then I will discuss. So I hope at least, okay, please raise the hand. Last Friday, as I remember, last Friday I posted this paper to your WhatsApp group, I mean paper class WhatsApp group. So you had enough time, nearly 7 days, nearly 6 days to complete this, all the possible MCQs except 5 MCQs, I think maximum 4 or 5 MCQs, all the MCQs you can do in this paper. Now you have only few months for the oral exam also. Please be honest. Please raise the hand, those who have done this paper at home, those who have the answers with you now, please raise the hand, because I can't see your papers or the answers. So you have only I don't think you are not lying to your teachers, so otherwise you get punished definitely. Please be honest. I am not punishing you, I am not removing you the class, not for not doing this, but anyway, at least I need to have rough idea. Nearly 70 students, how many of you have done this paper? At least the MCQs, I am not asking the whole paper, at least the MCQs of this paper, those who have done, please raise the hand. See, out of 70, nearly 20 students, 25 at least, right? So those who are working hard, they are doing it, and they go for the good grades, good results. So set of students, they are just copying down the answers. Remember, you will not improve, your marks will not improve if you are just copying down the answers without doing the paper before the class. So I am not expecting the perfect answers for all the questions. At least you have to make an effort, right? Anyway, so those who have done this, nearly 20 to 25 students, they had done this paper. I'm asking the MCQs, not the whole paper, right? So then you can mark this with the red pen and check how many marks. So you can, I mean, out of 40 MCQs, check how many you have got correct. I mean, out of 40, at least you have to go for 30 plus. At least 30 plus. So since this paper you have to leave about 4-5 MCQs, then at least 25 I'm expecting. Yeah, so your target should be at least 25 out of 40 here, since you have to leave. So if you assume you get free marks for those 5 MCQs not in the syllabus now, then you can do the rest, right? So let's discuss 1 to 12 bio MCQs. 1 to 12, now you can lower your hand. 1 to 12 bio MCQs. Let's see the first one, that is from classification. So because this classification lesson was there in the old syllabus and new syllabus both, right? Number one, a characteristic common to annelids and arthropods. Question number one. Right. And remember, there are few students, those who have not joined with the correct name code, you are given a name code. Those who have paid for the October, you are given the October name code. Please join with the October name code. The other students at least join with the correct name code September, because otherwise, remember, every class I am taking the attendance. Those who are not joining the classes regularly, and some students they are not joining the class regularly, as well as they are not even requesting the recording. Some of them they have paid also. Then I will be informing the parents and they will be removed from the group, because I don't keep the students those who are wasting parents' money. And some of them they have not paid and they have not upgraded the name code and they are not joining also. Then they also will be kicked out from the group. And if you have any difficulty, no problem, we are human, so I will excuse. So then you have to tell me beforehand, you have to inform me, right? But it's not an excuse not joining the lessons. So after 2 months some student tells, sir, can I join the class again? Now I couldn't join, so no excuse, because online class at least you have to request the recording, right? Okay, now please join the correct name code. Since I am taking the attendance at the end of every month, I am checking how many classes you have joined, right? I'm now remember, this month there are 5 Saturdays, 5 Sundays, 5 Fridays, right? So remember, now I am taking the attendance of every class. That's why I am asking you to join with the correct name code. Okay, number one, a characteristic common to arthropods. Okay, please raise the hand those who can give. This is from grade 10 chapter 13, grade 10 unit 13. What is the answer for this? Yes, I'll ask the answer from Manit.
Fourth.
Okay, Manit gave the fourth answer. Presence of segmented body. Very good, Manit. Answer is fourth. Very good. So you can mark the answers with the red pen. Check how many marks you can get out of 40 here. Today I'll discuss the whole paper. Answer is present of segmented body. Okay, now not only that, not just to mark the answer. There are few students, at least those who have not done and those who find this hard. You may mark why. If you have done the first answer, I'll tell what is the reason, right? Okay, first one, presence of exoskeleton made of chitin. Remember, that is a unique feature of what arthropods. Exoskeleton made of chitin, that is a feature of arthropods. Right? Please write here, put an arrow towards the first one, right? Arthropods. The first one, I'll write this. I'll use the white background for additional explanation. I'm not just telling the answer, I'm telling the reason. Why can't we go for the first one? Because that is a feature of number one, right? For arthropods. Sorry, common to only for arthropods. Number one, only arthropods. Okay. Then number two, presence of wet skin. That is only annelids. Arthropods not having a wet skin. Arthropods having dry skin. So number two, only for annelida. Annelids. Then next one, number three, that is jointed appendages only arthropods. So that's why the answer is 4. Is that clear? If you only can write that. Number one, this chitin is very, very important. Exoskeleton of arthropods made of chitin. So chitin highlight here. Right? And there's one more group where chitin is available. That is actually, this chitin is available in as the material of the fungus, cell wall of fungus also, cell wall of fungi. Please write it. What are the two groups where chitin is present as a material? Cell wall of fungi and exoskeleton of arthropods. So these two groups, very, very, very popular word in all past papers also, chitin. Right, then let's move to the next question. Mark with the red pen those who have done this at home. Question number 2. This is from the plant cell and animal cell, grade 10, chapter 6, unit 6, number 2. Okay, who can give me the answer for the question number 2? Ayad?
Second answer.
Nucleus, cell wall, mitochondria and vacuole. Right. Any other alternative? So Ayad gave the second answer. Any other answer other than the second answer? Those who are giving any other answer other than the second? Vihari? Hemru?
First answer.
Third one, first answer. Hemru gave first answer. Arosha?
Third answer.
Lonita? Dasula?
Third answer.
Now you are giving different answers. Third answer, second answer, first answer. Right. I think okay, Moksha. Oh, where's Moksha? Who raised the hand? Manet gave the answer. Any other answers? I didn't get the proper answer. Only one or two gave the correct answer now. This is from the plant cell. Yeah, Moksha, what is the answer? Mishal? Devish?
Third answer.
Good answer. Litmal?
Second answer.
Okay. Question number 2. The answer is first. Question number 2. The answer is first one. Remember this mitochondria is not present in not seen under the optical light microscope. Under light microscope you can't see mitochondria and Golgi complex and ribosomes. So answer is first one. Cell wall you can observe, nucleus and chloroplast and vacuole you can observe. One of the best example, if you observe, okay, forget about this, you have a practical in grade 10 observing cheek cells under the microscope and onion peel or the lower epidermis of beetle leaf plant cells. So there you can see the nucleus, cell wall and then cytoplasm. Vacuole also you can observe if you get a cross section. Therefore the answer is first one. Very important. Please write everyone separately. Mitochondria, Golgi complex, not seen under the light microscope. They are clearly visible only under electron microscope. Right. Okay. Question number 2, the answer is first one. Question number 3. Question number 3 I told not to do, that is not in the syllabus now. Right. Question number 3 put across, no need to do because that's not in the syllabus now. And question number 4 also not in the syllabus now. This is introduced to grade 9. Grade 9 work you are not getting for the O-level paper. Grade 9 lessons you are not getting, those content of that syllabus will not be used for making the O-level paper question. Therefore transpiration, guttation, earlier it was in the O-level syllabus, now they have taken this to the grade 9 syllabus, right? So then 3 and 4 you can skip if you can encircle that. Then let's move on to the question number 5. Question number 5, illness caused by the weakening of the blood supply to the cardiac muscles. Okay, so what is the main reason for this? Actually the blood system I have not done, but it's a common common sense. When there's poor blood supply to the heart muscles will, right? Remember brain tissues, you had done animal tissues and living tissues, we have done grade 11 chapter 1. Out of these living tissues, brain tissue or the nervous tissues and cardiac tissues can never undergo anaerobic respiration. If there's a poor supply of oxygen, you will get pain from the heart or headache. If there's no oxygen supply to the heart and the brain, if there's no oxygen supply to the heart, you get a heart attack for few minutes, right? If that means blocking of the arteries in the heart or coronary artery blocking, then it can cause coronary heart attack or myocardial infarction. Heart attack. Then if there's no blood supply to the part of your brain, you can get paralyzed. That is, sometimes it can cause stroke or blood vessels in the brain. Arteries or the blood vessels in the brain can get burst due to the increase in of blood pressure, then it can cause internal bleeding. This is one of the common symptoms these days. Those who got vaccinated also, there are some cases forming of blood clots. So there are side effects in any medicine in the world, there are side effects. So therefore this vaccine also there are some side effects. There are cases where those who have got blood clots after getting vaccinated, right? And no doctor can guarantee this 100% safe anyway, right? Any medicine there are even if you take paracetamol there are side effects. Then next one, so the question number 5, the answer is what? That is called heart failure. Heart will fail to function. Question number 5, the answer is 3. Question number 5, the answer is 3. Question number 6, that is from excretory system. So this one is a good question. Question number 6, who can give me the answer? 6th MCQ, I'll ask the answer from okay, Litmal, Vihari, Roshan, Ayad.
Second answer.
Second answer, BADC.
Right, very good. Ayad gave correct answer and Vihari also gave correct. Very good, excellent. Answer is second. Question number 6, answer is second. I'll quickly explain this. Actually what happens, you have two kidneys, right kidney and left kidney. If you want, you can copy down this in short form in your writing book, the short notebook. There's a blood vessel which supply blood to the heart, kidney. This is called coronary artery. Sorry, this renal artery. Coronary, okay. Actually, the artery which supply blood to the heart called coronary artery. Artery which supply blood to the kidney called renal artery. Artery which supply blood to the liver called hepatic artery. If you only can copy down, like not all these, at least few organs you should remember. Okay, I will use this white background for this. Look at the screen, everyone. To the kidney, that is called renal artery. Right? To the kidney, that is by renal artery. Renal artery. Renal artery supply blood, right? That is called renal artery. Arteries supply blood towards the organs. Veins takes away blood away from the organs. So what is this called? Renal artery. Renal artery supply blood to the kidney. Then after the filtration, then purified blood taken away by the some other artery, that is not artery, that is by the vein, that is called renal vein. If you only can put arrows like this, renal artery towards the kidney, blood towards the kidney, that is called red blood. Red blood towards the kidney by renal artery. Then after purification, after the filtration process, after ultrafiltration, blue blood is taken away, that is deoxygenated blood, that is by the renal vein. Renal vein. Renal artery towards the heart, so towards the kidney, renal vein away from the kidney. Away from the kidney. Right. So please make a small sketch of this diagram, everyone. Then it's easy to remember. You can use two different colors. Renal artery takes blood towards the kidney. After that, that is the first one. So artery carries blood. After that, what happens? You can see the next step here. That is number 1 here, no? So what is this number 1? Remove entry of blood into the renal arteries into the kidney. So that is number 1 here. I'll put number 1 here. Then after that, what happened? Filtration occurs. Filtration occurs. That is A. So after that, so inside this filtration occurs. Blood get filtered, and then what is produced? Urine. So number 2, the filtration occurs. Number 2, filtration. After filtration, blood containing urine. Sorry, there's urine, not blood containing urine. Urine produced by the kidney. That urine travels towards the bladder for the storage temporarily. For the storage temporarily. From both the kidneys. From both the kidneys, that is called ureter. Ureter takes away this urine from both left and the right kidney towards the bladder. Urinary bladder. Urinary bladder is a pouch which stores urine temporarily. After that, through the urethra, it is expelled from the body. So that is urethra. Right. So what happened now? Number 2, then number 3. Here number 3, it is stored temporarily, and number 4, you pass urine out of this bladder. When the bladder gets filled, you get a signal from the brain, and that is under it's a voluntary one. You can open. It is under your control. Babies, very old people only, that's sometimes it involuntarily this will open and they will pass urine in the bed. Right. So can you see the steps now? What is number 1? Blood enters the renal artery. After that, filtration and removal of urine from the kidney. After that, C, removal of urine from the urinary bladder. And after that, passage of urine through the ureters and storage. Actually D, after that D. After B you get A. I'll put the number after that A. After A you get D, number 3, and finally C, number 4. So remember this excretory system bit important, and last few years mostly they asked digestive system and nervous system. Actually digestive system, nervous system. Upcoming papers, this respiratory system is extremely important. Respiratory system, because with COVID they can make a nice question combined with viruses and respiratory system, right? Because of COVID they can make a nice question. They can ask about viruses also and respiratory system also, right? And one more thing you can copy down. This is for the kidney. This is for the kidney. what is the name of the artery which supply blood to the kidney? Renal artery. Then to the liver, what is the artery which supply blood to the liver? That is called hepatic artery. Hepatic artery, red blood towards the organ. What is called hepatic artery. Then away from the liver, hepatic vein. Hepatic artery carries blood towards the liver, and hepatic vein takes away blue blood or deoxygenated blood away from the liver, because all the organs require oxygenated blood. This red blood towards the organs. Red blood is also known as what? Oxygenated blood. Remember, some MCQs I will explain bit in detail why it is important for the upcoming papers. Some MCQs I don't explain much, so there's a reason for that also, right? Now this one I thought of explaining bit in detail, and the other one, the other organ you should know, heart. Right? So this is the liver. Then your heart. There's an artery which supply blood towards the heart. This artery called coronary artery. If this artery get blocked, heart will die. That is called sudden heart attack or sudden death. We call it coronary heart attack. Coronary artery. What is the main artery which supply blood to the heart? Coronary artery. So arteries supply oxygenated blood or red blood towards the organ, and away from the organ, deoxygenated blood, that is blue blood. Towards the organs, oxygenated blood or red blood. Away from the organs, deoxygenated blood. And you have to remember this coronary artery, you have to remember, towards the heart, hepatic artery towards the liver, and renal artery towards the kidney. Renal artery towards the kidney, hepatic artery towards the liver, and coronary artery towards the heart. Right. So I'll explain the rest later when you come across similar question again. Shall I erase this? Anyone still copying down? Anyone still copying down this? Always some MCQs I'll give a small summary note, then you should better copy down that, right? You should better copy down that. I told you to maintain a separate CR book, short notes, paper class short notes. Even theory class also sometimes I'll give a summary note, and you can copy down all these theory class and paper class short notes and summary. You can copy down in one separate CR book. Better to use CR book, then you have enough space to copy down the entire flow diagram, and then you will collect very useful short notes before the oral exam. That will be very useful, because those things you will not find in the textbook. So I'll erase the screen now. Even if you miss anything, you can request the recording, no problem, right? After the class you can tell. Anyway, Alhamdulillah. Well, so Litmal, did you finish copying down? Shall I display that again? Okay, you can quickly copy that. When you're done, please lower your hand. Renal artery towards the kidney, and renal vein away from the kidney. I have put the arrows also, blue arrow and red arrow. Okay. What will happen when pressure increases? If someone is having high blood pressure, then the kidney, the tiny tubules or the nephron can get damaged. Sometimes what happens, if the filtration does not occur in the kidney, what happens? Unwanted things in your blood get collected. Urea level in your blood goes up. Creatinine level in your blood goes up. Creatinine and urea, uric acid, excretory products, no? They will get accumulated in your blood. Then doctor will ask you to take a blood report, and doctor will examine the urea level in your blood, creatinine level in your blood. If it is very high, then doctor will understand your kidney is not working properly. Why? Urea is not getting filtered out from your kidney. That means it retained in your blood. Then what happens if kidney fail to function? If the functioning of the kidney reach below 15%, then it's life threatening. You have to connect your kidney to a machine and filter your blood. That is called dialysis. Rudira Kandukarana, as I remember in Sinhala, dialysis. Then it's very expensive. So after like once, at least twice a week or weekly, you have to do this. At least 2 times per week you have to do this. You have to go to a hospital, and this blood, you have nearly 5 to 6 liters blood adult. then you have to filter that separately for using a machine. Otherwise this unwanted stuff in your even carbon dioxide, then pH value will change, urea creatinine level goes up, right? Okay, then blood become thick, like there are a lot of issues. Then what happened? Swelling of the tissues, swelling of the feet. We'll discuss this later in detail under that system, right? Okay, I'll erase the screen now. Let's move to the next question. Question number 6, I told the answer. I told answer is second, right? Okay, the correct order. Then question number 7. Characteristics of, not the characteristics of human hormone. Not the characteristic of human hormone. Who can give me the answer for this question number 7? Actually, this is grade 11, chapter 6, endocrine system. Endocrine system. But don't worry, those who have not done, I have not done the system lesson, only the digestive system I completed with you, right? Don't worry, I want to finish electronics, electromagnetism and electrochemistry and hydrocarbon lesson before doing biosphere lesson and system lesson, because that is not hard, that is easy. So I wanted to finish the hardest lessons in the theory class first, that's why otherwise I have not forgotten that. But anyway, I'll give the answer for that, because some students are joining only for the paper classes. Therefore I will give the answer for the question number 7. So who can give me the 7th one, the answer? Those are coming at least only for the paper class. So there's chapter 6, unit 6, endocrine system, hormones. I'll ask the answer from Venuka. Question number 7.
Second one.
Second one. Okay, Venuka gave second one. Any other other than second answer? Please raise the hand. Those who are giving any other answer other than the second answer. Ayad, what is the answer? You are giving us a different answer. Imet?
Second answer.
Yeah, those who are not agreeing with that, raise the hand. Yeah, okay. If the answer is second, no need to raise the hand. That you are giving the same answer. If a different answer, you raise the hand. Answer is second. Production of production at certain site and acting on the same site. That is same because of this word. Actually, how to correct this? Production at one place and acting at a different, not the same site. Okay, I'll give one example. Your head. Okay, so your head. Contain your brain. Actually, inside in your head you have a brain, right? So you have the brain, you have the brain here. In your brain, the front lobe, like this area, you have a gland called pituitary gland. Pituitary gland. Pituitary gland. This is the gland which secrete growth hormone. What is the hormone secreted by this gland? Growth hormone, GH. Sometimes we call it somatotrophin. Somatotrophin, right? Somatotrophin. This growth hormone or GH, if that is going to act in the brain itself, what happened? Growth hormone, your head only get enlarged, not the body. Then you will have a barrel like head, but like a very thin body. So therefore that will never happen. That is applicable. This second statement is applicable only for the plant hormones, actually. Plant hormones, but plant hormones not in your syllabus, right? Plant hormones, this second statement is valid, but not for the animals or not for the humans. Therefore, growth hormone release to blood. They travels in blood all over the body. And not only growth hormone, any hormone travels in the blood. Travels in blood to all over the body, because blood flows throughout the body. Then that will affect to all the parts of the body. Then otherwise what happened? Imagine when you, okay, I'll give one example. Imagine growth hormone will act only to one side of your body. What problem will arise? Imagine you have the growth hormone will affect to brain. There's a pituitary gland. This will act only toward this side, your right side of your body only. Then what happened? Only that side get elongated and you will bend like this. Right? You will grow like this. Right? You are in big trouble. If growth hormone travel more to the other side, what happened? You will turn clockwise. You will not grow straight. Right? Then like the bending of the trees, coconut trees towards the light, sunlight, something like that. But that will never happen. That will never happen in humans. So therefore, if your right side of your body increasing the length of the bones at 1 millimeter, then the other side also should increase by the same length. Otherwise, you are in trouble. Imagine when you are growing, your left leg grows faster than the right leg, the increase in length. That will be a big problem, right? Small now, sometimes you might have seen after accidents, maybe some parts or the knee and like your leg, something happened and the part they will remove and they will readjust this. Then when they are walking, you can clearly observe this, like millimeter sometimes the difference between the left and the right leg, but that can be easily seen when they are walking. when they walk, we can easily observe that. Therefore, when you're growing, so that is the beauty of this creation of humans. Like whoever created, no mistakes. That's perfectly done it. Right. Anyway, that is about hormones. Then let's move back to the next question. Others are correct, ne? Right? Please write hormones. Now you can remember, you can recall theory also from this MCQ. Ne? Right? This MCQ can become essay type question in the future. How come? They might ask you to write down two main characteristics of hormones. There are past questions. Therefore, sometimes past MCQs, if you can remember everything. If you change this one at a different side, then the second statement also correct. Then you can, from this MCQ, you can recall the four main characteristics of hormones. Right? They are produced in a small amount and they stimulate only target organs. What example I can give for the first answer? They can ask in the exam, write down two features, characteristics of hormones. Then you can write any two of this. Right? Even second one you can change to a correct statement by putting the word different here, different side. Then all four are correct. What is the first one? Only the target organs. I'll give one example for the first statement. One of the best example, insulin. Insulin produced by whom? Insulin is one of the most popular hormone because you have to buy insulin. No? Diabetic patients, insulin is injected after every meal. Immediately after the meal or just before the meal, they have to inject insulin. Insulin produced by the pancreas. Insulin produced by pancreatic gland or pancreas. But what is the target organ? Target organ is not pancreas. Target organ is liver. Insulin travels in blood. Insulin travels in the blood towards the liver. And the target organ will be liver, produced by the pancreas. And so when blood flows, insulin travels through blood towards the liver, and liver get the signal from pancreas to store excess glucose as glycogen. Who gives the signal to the liver to remove the excess glucose in blood as glycogen? Insulin. Insulin is the chemical messenger. Insulin will be the chemical messenger. What is the message given by the insulin to the liver? Now this man is eating too much carbohydrate, takes away the excess glucose and store this as glycogen in the liver. Okay, chemical messenger. It's an organic compound. All the hormones are organic. If you only can copy down that, all the hormones are organic, but all the proteins are not organic. Please write down, very important. These things you will not learn in the textbook in one place. All the hormones are organic compounds, but all the proteins are not organic. Proteins are, some proteins are organic, some proteins are the enzymes, some enzymes are, if you take enzyme, I'll write this down. All the hormones are organic, all the enzymes also organic, and some hormone, okay, I'll give a summary like this, then it's very, I think I don't have space to write this. I'll give that separately. That was very important. Sometimes they can ask organic and enzymes and hormones, they can combine in the exam, right? Okay, let me finish this one now. Pancreatic gland secrete insulin, target organ liver. So that is why they are telling what first statement is correct. Stimulating only the target organ. What is the target organ? Liver. Produce at one side, act at a different side. Here the second one also I can explain from this liver and the pancreas relationship with the insulin hormone. Okay. Now some diabetic patients, the problem is what? They have the pancreas, they have the liver, but the problem is what? Insulin is not enough. Then what happened? Liver won't get the message to take away the excess glucose. Then insulin should be injected from outside, right? That is called insulin dependent diabetics. Earlier insulin was extracted from the pancreas of pigs. Now they use in biotechnology, they produce insulin and you can get that like injections or vaccine, like you can get insulin also, you can get the it's available in the market. Okay, so that is about this insulin in pancreas and liver, right? Pancreas and liver. What is the stored form of carbohydrate in your body? Glycogen. What is the stored form of carbohydrate in man? Glycogen. Where it is stored? In the liver. Where it is stored? In the liver. Lot of things you can learn here. Who secrete? Pancreas. What is the target organ? Liver. What is secreted? Insulin. How insulin travel from the pancreas to the liver? There are two different locations. Through blood. Through blood. Who takes away insulin from the liver, pancreas to the liver? By blood. Right? When blood goes to the liver, the liver get a signal. What happen if too much insulin, what problem will arise? Now what happen? Doctor will do a mistake, or maybe the blood glucose report, fasting blood glucose, then it will wrong report produced by the laboratory. Then doctor look at this report and prescribe you insulin. Take for 8 doses of insulin daily because your blood glucose level is high. Now what happened? Actually you don't have high blood glucose. Actually your blood glucose level is normal, but the laboratory, they have done a mistake. Okay, maybe instrumental error, personal error, there are so many mistakes. Now even COVID-19 also, sometimes what happened? Antigen is positive but PCR negative. Oh, antigen is positive, PCR negative. That can happen. Again, second time when you do that, there are mistakes in the experiment. Right? That is the accuracy is very important in scientific experiment, right? That's why we need the best people, those who are in the science stream. We need the people, those who are doing the minimum mistakes. No one is perfect in the world, but that's what they are trying to do in the oral exam. Those who have done the minimum mistakes will be selected to the medical faculty. Highest is a disco, right? They will do the minimum mistakes. You can't tell 100% perfect. So otherwise what happened? One day if they become doctors and if they are doing 100 surgeries, heart surgeries, what? 90 patients will die. Then what is the point? Right? Okay. Therefore, that's why your mistakes, minimum mistakes in the exam. Right? Now I'll give one example. You prescribe 7 tablets to a patient. One tablet go wrong, right? One tablet go wrong and the patient will die. So can you tell it's a simple mistake, out of 7 only one tablet went wrong, therefore excuse for that? No, that is the life of a person. So that's why you can't be like, anyway there can be medical negligence, but you have to make this minimum, right? Okay, but no, anyway, like there's no like university ranking system or results rank your island result. But anyway, I don't think in Sri Lanka, even other countries, like a doctor, the ranking, cardiologist, the ranking, 100 surgeries done, 99% successful. Like then you can go to see that doctor for your surgery, like that. But I don't know whether it's available, but anyway, that's good if they can implement that. Okay, this doctor done 100 heart surgeries, 99% successful, no problem. One only due to medical negligence, death. So but anyway, they don't publish it. I don't know whether it's available in a website, but anyway, before you go to see a doctor for a surgery, if you can request that, that is very good from the hospital at least. Right, now this is the other thing I wanted to explain. I told you the difference between hormones and enzymes. Hormones and enzymes. Okay, if you take hormones, please copy down this summary note, everyone. Hormones also you learn, enzymes also you learn, even in grade 10 under biomolecules, carbohydrate, protein, lipids. After that you learn enzymes and proteins. Proteins, enzymes and hormones. Enzymes. Right. Number 1. Hormones, both this also organic. Please copy down this, everyone. This also organic, this also organic compounds. Both are organic compounds. Please copy down this summary. You don't find this anywhere in the textbook, and you will not learn sometimes even from any teacher. Right. Number 2. Both are organic. Any questions? Okay. Then second one, hormones. Enzymes are proteins. Always protein. All the enzymes are protein. Hormones can be proteins or lipids. Some hormones are lipids, some hormones are proteins. This side you can write under enzymes, write all the enzymes are protein. All the enzymes are protein. All the enzymes are proteins. Right, but all the proteins are not enzyme. Okay, copy on that also. This is how you get you learn the theory, but in the exam they make you confused in the paper. All are organic, all are ionic, most are ionic, few, like they will make always, almost, then you get confused. But when the teacher is giving not, then the teacher won't tell all are like this, all the enzymes like that. Okay, now write what I want to tell this one. All the enzymes are proteins, but all the proteins are not enzymes. All the enzymes are protein. So right here, but all the proteins are not enzyme, but all the proteins are not enzymes. Okay, there are some proteins which are not enzyme, but all the proteins are not enzymes, right? That one you can copy down separately with the red pen, otherwise you will get confused. This one they can rotate the other way. This is what you learn. All the enzymes are protein, but in the exam they will give you what? All the proteins are enzymes. Then you get confused because teacher won't give that part. Okay, that's why I gave that also. Then the other most important thing, please copy down this in a short. Hormones can be produced by both endocrine glands as well as exocrine glands. Produced by both endocrine glands and exocrine gland. What are endocrine and exocrine? Exocrine glands. I'll give a difference for this. Endocrine and exocrine. Endocrine means there are some doctors, those who are specialized in these glands. They are called endocrinologist. Endocrinologist. Diabetic doctors also endocrinologists, most of them. And the other one, there are two glands. Endocrine glands secrete hormones. Endocrine glands secrete always hormones. But some exocrine glands also very rarely can secrete hormone, but actually you should better write here produced by both endocrine and exocrine. Okay, don't write that one exocrine. I'll write only endocrine. Produced by endocrine glands, not exocrine. Sorry, produced by endocrine glands. The other side you should write both exocrine and endocrine. Produced by endocrine glands, hormones. Right. Then what are exocrine glands? Example. Okay, I'll give this one. This side write by both exocrine and endocrine. Enzymes by both, produced by both endocrine as well as exocrine. Exocrine glands. I'll give one example. For this. If you take your pancreas, dual function, pancreas secrete enzymes as well as hormones. Pancreas is an endocrine gland. It secretes enzymes as well as hormones. Can you please write that? Pancreas is an endocrine gland. It secretes, okay, I'll write here. Your pancreas secrete 2 hormones and 3 enzymes. If you get a pancreatic cancer, you are in a big trouble. Why? 3 enzymes are missing and 2 hormones also missing. You understand what I am saying? If you get a pancreatic cancer, you are in a big trouble. Why? 3 very essential substances are missing, right? 3 essential substances are missing. Look at this. Pancreas secrete 3 enzymes. What are the 3 enzymes? Trypsin, pepsin and amylase. Not pepsin, sorry. Trypsin, lipase and amylase. Amylase, trypsin and lipase. What are the 3 enzymes secreted by the pancreas? Dual function, 3 enzymes, amylase, trypsin. That means digestive enzymes. What are the 2 hormones? There are 2 hormones. What are the 2 hormones secreted by the pancreas? Number 1, insulin. Number 2, glucagon. But remember, you learn in your syllabus this in 2 different places. Enzymes you learn in digestive system, hormones you learn under endocrine system, but in the exam they can combine both this. Which gland secrete both hormones and enzymes? Then the answer is pancreas. 2 hormones, 5 enzymes. Insulin and glucagon hormones, 3 enzymes, amylase, trypsin and lipase. Dual function. Very rarely you get organs like this in your body secreting both hormones and enzymes. Right? Therefore, if you get a, we call it in single, we call it agnasia. Agnasia pilika. What the problem will arise? You can't digest food properly. If you get a pancreatic cancer, some foods cannot be digested. That means you cannot live with the without the pancreas. If without the pancreas you can't live, right? Because 3 enzymes missing, you can't digest the food that you eat. Plus your blood glucose level will deviate from the normal value. That means either you get high blood sugar or low blood sugar. Earlier I told you too much insulin. If you have a doctor's mistake, not actually the doctor's mistake, laboratory the mistake, wrong report. For the wrong report you get the wrong medicine from the doctor. What will happen? At the end you will blame the doctor because you don't know whether the laboratory has done, because doctor only gave the medicine and the patient will die. At the end the blame goes to the doctor, actually the mistake with the laboratory, right? So therefore science, like very, you are dealing with the lives of people, right? So living things. Therefore it's very important, especially when it comes to clinical biochemistry, right? And clinical pathology, like with the pathologists, biochemistry, those who are specialized in that section, laboratory technicians. So if one is going to do a mistake, that will affect the entire, there's no way of recovering that, right? Okay. And so what happened? Too much insulin, blood glucose levels suddenly drop. Every time you have low blood sugar, you will get fainted because too much insulin. Too much insulin means what happened? Most of the glucose taken away and stored in the liver. Because too much insulin, more and more glucose converted into glycogen and stored in your liver because too much insulin. Too much insulin, low blood sugar. Less insulin, high blood sugar. Both problem. Too much of anything, not good. Right? If you drink too much water, that also not good. Right? If you by drinking only water also, if you only can die. Right? If what happen if the nurse take a instead of saline bottle, water bottle and inject your blood, you will die. You will die. You can take our blood is pure and the highest percentage in our blood also water. Therefore, no problem injecting water into a pure water into our blood. No, you will die. Right? So therefore, these things, this scientific, actually I am not teaching targeting only for the oral exam. If you are really like I am trying my best to get the students interested on this subject, then you will do the rest, right? So I don't need to make much effort. Then you will get interested in that and you will keep on searching and you will get it. But the problem is, if someone is forcing you to do this, then if you don't have any interest on that subject, then no point. No, even if you go for 100 tuitions and parents are sending you to the top school, you will not pass the subject. You will hate that subject because you don't like it. That just because of that, we can't tell that this student is weak in the subject. So mostly I am using the word he is not interested in this subject. That's why this person is getting low marks. But parents are telling, so my son is weak in science, my daughter is weak in science. That is wrong question. So he is not interested in the subject. That is the reason getting low marks. So most you can check what is your most interesting subject. You know definitely you are getting good marks, right? Okay, so that is the duty or the role of the teacher. So all the teachers are teaching, but very few teachers trying to get the students interested on that subject. They are the best teachers, right? Now otherwise I can just give the answer and move to the next question, right? Then next one, insulin and glucose. This is very important. This is one area where you get questions. That's why I wanted to explain this bit in detail, right? Okay, what are the differences between hormones and enzymes? Similarities, both are organic, right? Both are organic. And enzymes are not added to the blood. Hormones are, I don't have a space, right? Hormones are directly added to the blood, added to your blood, added to blood, right? Added to blood. Example, estrogen, testosterone, progesterone, they all present in your blood. If a doctor is wanting to find the hormone level, any hormone level, growth hormone, estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, insulin, any hormone, they can check the blood sample whether the hormone is available in the required amount, or if it is less, then they can take the precautions. But enzymes not added to the blood. Enzymes are added to the body, cavities. Example, I'll give the one example. Salivary amylase. Will saliva get added to your blood? Will your blood contain saliva? No, right? So it's like a joke. If someone is written, your blood contains saliva. Saliva is added to your mouth. That is an enzyme. Saliva is not an enzyme. Salivary amylase. Salivary amylase. Enzymes are added to your cavities. So maybe digestive tract. Your stomach contain enzymes. Right? Your intestine contain enzymes. Your mouth contain enzymes for the digestion of food. And there are enzymes involved in the biological reactions also. That is true. Right? Okay. Sometimes blood can be the medium. But enzymes are not. Enzymes also produced by the gland. So example, there are glands in your salivary gland, that is exocrine gland, salivary gland, exocrine gland, right? And thyroid, pituitary, endocrine gland. Okay, I think these differences more than enough. So actually I wanted you to distinguish between these two, the lipids and proteins. Okay, hormones, most of the hormones are lipids, but some hormones are protein, like growth hormone, insulin, right? Growth hormone, insulin, they are proteins, right? Most of the hormones are lipids, but all the enzymes are protein. All the enzymes are protein, but all the proteins are not enzymes. So others you can remember because you can memorize the text, you can get it, but these few I wanted you to distinguish. Okay, right? I'll erase the screen. Anyone still copying down this? Okay, now let's move on to the next question. I gave the comparison between hormones and enzymes. They are not restricted in liters. Hormones, very small amount, right? Chemical substances transported by blood. Okay, transported by blood. What is not given here? They are organic. So that is the number 6. They are all are organic. Organic compounds. They are organic, secreted by one site and at different site, produced in a small amount, travels in blood. Okay, so you can easily remember the features of organic, hormones, right? Then next one, question number 8. Question number 8 also actually sometimes they might not ask on new syllabus. Anyway, I'll tell the answer. Example for the respective, because they have given the plant movements in the grade 10 chapter 8, grade 10 unit 8. You have the plant movements, right? The bending towards light and due to the touch and vibration, and at night sleep in movement, like that. Example for the respective plant movement correctly given. Positive geotrophic, growth of the plant root towards gravity. That is correct. Who can give me the answer for this one? Question number 8. Any volunteers? Right? Okay, I'll ask the answer from Dion.
So is it the fourth one?
Dion gave fourth one. Question number 8, answer is fourth. Any other than the fourth answer, any other alternative answers? Question number 8, please raise the hand, those who are giving other than the fourth answer. Umar, Vihari?
Second answer.
Second answer. Any other answers other than second and fourth? Other than second and fourth? Okay, anyway, I can excuse for this question on the new syllabus. I don't think they will not ask this stigmonastic. Anyway, question number 8, answer is first one. A and B. A and B only correct. A and B only correct. Right? You can see here photo means light, geode means gravity. Right? Folding of the leaves of the Sespenia plant, stigmonastic. Actually, this is Katurumurunga. That is not due to touch. Katurumurunga, stigmonastic means due to touch. Stigma means, right here put an arrow. Why the C is wrong? Stigmonastic, actually that is Nidhikumba. Stigmonastic is valid for Nidhikumba. Nidhikumba means what? Touch me not. Sleep movement. Touch me not. Or don't touch me, in other words, right? English name, touch me not. And this is called Mimosa pudica. Mimosa pudica. And Katurumurunga is sleep movement at night. At night. Okay. Katurumurunga not due to the touch, due to the darkness. Right. So that's why C is wrong. Answer is only A and B. Question number 8, answer is first one. But anyway, this I can excuse for that. I don't think they'll ask under this new syllabus. Question number 9, old syllabus. Please encircle, put across. 9th one, no need evolution part taken out of the syllabus now. That is in the grade 9 syllabus under this. Okay, your syllabus, you don't have oral syllabus, you are not getting any question from evolution or natural selection. Question number 10. I'll erase the screen. 10th MCQ, false about energy pyramids. Right. This is from unit 15, grade 11. Last chapter in your syllabus. I have shared you with a video also. Unit 15, I have done several lessons in Guru Gadar program NIE channel. Or that channel I, they have the television, I mean that government from the ministry, they have done Guru Vedra, the lessons, English medium and all three medium is available. So I will share that. I think already I have shared with you like with some videos, so you can watch them. Biology lesson I have done 2 or 3 lessons, right? Some of them not released yet. So anyway, energy pyramid. Pyramid which are tropic level. That one I'll discuss later because I have to explain that it will take some time. Okay, so this one I'll discuss later because chapter 15 we haven't done. I don't think you have done this yet. But anyway, if you want, I'll give the answer. Those who have done, please raise the hand. Those who have done the 10th MCQ, if you want, I'll give the answer. Question number 10. Those who have done this. Okay, those who have done this only mark, others encircle without knowing the lesson in no point of marking the answer like a kana shot. Question number 10. Okay, those who have done raise the hand. I'll ask the answer from them. Ayat, what is the answer you put? 10th MCQ.
Third answer.
Bihari,
Fourth answer.
Hemru.
Fourth answer.
Yeah, answer is 4th. Question number 10, answer is 4th. Energy pyramid are always upright. Is this is there are 3 environmental pyramid: energy pyramid, number pyramid, and pyramid of biomass. Energy pyramid will never become upside down. It's always upright like this. That means I'll give one example. If you take the total energy in grasses in the grassland and total energy in the grasshoppers feed on grasses, then grasshoppers are eaten by the frog and frogs are eaten by the snake, right? So what will happen to the number of organisms? Are there more grasses or grasshoppers in the grassland? Grassland contain more grasses than grasshoppers. Therefore, total energy in grasses more than in the grasshoppers. That means total energy of plants in this world more than the total energy of all the animals in this world. Common sense. Because who will get energy first from the sunlight? Sun's energy first fixed by whom? By the green plants, right? Grasses. Right? In a grassland, grasses total energy more than total energy in grasshoppers. That is very total energy of all the frogs in that grassland less than in the grasshoppers. Right? Like that, something like that. If they feed only on grasshoppers, so it's actually 10%. If you take here 1000, 10,000, this will be 1000. This will be 100. This will be 10. That means always 10% going from previous level to the next level in a food chain. Grasses, okay, one reason why grasshoppers cannot get all the energy of grasshoppers. Grasshoppers are not going to eat all the grasses. Grasshoppers are not going to eat all the grasses. If you want to reverse this, then grasses should be able to eat grasshoppers, right? If you want to make this upside down, grasses should be able to eat grasshoppers, right? That will never happen. Herbivores are not going to eat carnivores. So therefore, energy pyramid always, it's 10% the energy flow into the next level from the previous level, tropic level, we call this tropic level. First tropic level grasses, second tropic level grasshoppers, third tropic level frog, fourth tropic level snake or the serpent, right, like that. So 10% important. If they give 20,000, then it will be 2,000. Okay? If you that bottom level 20,000, then next level will get 10% of that. 10% means 2,000. Then after that it will be 200. Always remember 10% from the previous level. Whatever the food chain, the next link, the adjoining link will get 10% from the previous one. Right? That is a rule. Like that is how energy flows in an ecosystem or along a food chain. In other words, that is called energy pyramid. It takes the shape of a pyramid. It takes the shape of a pyramid, gradually decreasing. Energy pyramid. It represents the total energy in each tropic level, right? So that is the other number pyramids and that one, because otherwise this become like a theory lesson. So I'll explain that later when you come across a question, right? Some of you have done it, that's why I explained briefly. Question number 11, grade 10 chapter 14 reproduction lesson. Who can give me the answer? Very easy. 11th MCQ. 11th MCQ. I'll ask the answer from this. Ashen.
Second answer.
Very good. 11th MCQ, answer is second, pineapple. Highlight the word naturally occurring. There are seedless grapes at Nathimidi, but actually the grapes having seeds. Grapes seeds are present, but here at Nathimidi or seedless grapes, that is man-made one. Naturally, all the grapes having seeds, or mandarin or whatever these oranges having seeds. Right. Okay. Next one. Some students they write underline, they'll underline grapes. If they give the word artificially, then you can underline the word grapes, right? Okay, or orange. So natural word underline, right? Parthenogenesis means that's occurrence of seedless fruit. Who can tell me two other seedless fruits other than pineapple? Who can give me two other seedless fruits other than pineapple? Ayad?
Apple.
Apple, there are seeds. Oh, apple seeds haven't you seen Ayad? Apple seeds. Apple seeds are very healthy. Not only the apple, eat the seeds also. Apple seeds, then watermelon seeds, and then what is it called? Amberella seed, and then what is it called? Pumpkin seeds. Vattakata, very healthy, full of antioxidants and vitamins and minerals. Mostly what happen, we eat pumpkin and we throw away the seeds. Some pharmacies now they are selling, like if you go to the top pharmacies, even these top hospitals, the pharmacies, they sell this the seeds imported from the other countries. Sometimes they are very healthy. Don't throw the pumpkin seeds. You can eat without the husk, without the husk, or without the testa or the seed coat. Okay, I'll ask from the others also. Any other seedless, naturally occurring seedless one. I'll ask Vihari. Yes, Vihari.
banana,
Banana. Very good. Okay, bananas naturally okay seedless. Any other fruit other than banana and pineapple seedless? Hemru.
Breadfruit.
Breadfruit. Very good. Excellent. What are the three okay, please write everyone. Three naturally occurring seedless fruits. Three naturally occurring, naturally, not man-made. Pineapple, banana, and breadfruit. Sometimes some mission they ask a banana, that black colored one inside the banana. They are not true seeds. If they are true seeds, you can put a banana under the soil and get a plant, and right? Okay. So therefore they are not true seeds. They are dead ovules, unfertilized ovules. Right. Question number 11 done. Question number 12. Who can give me the this is put a star. This is a very important question. This is a very important question. Why? Meiosis and mitosis introduced to new syllabus. Mostly every year there's a question from this meiosis and mitosis in the paper. Right? Last year also they asked. Who can give me the answer for the 12th MCQ? Same set of students every time raising the hand. I don't know what the others are doing. If parents are around, check whether your son or daughter is open. Why they are not opening the mouth and not unmuting the mic and telling at least one answer. Right? If parents are around. Or check whether they are meddling with the phone with the other stuff, not paying attention to the class, right? So that is really very, remember, don't spend in front of the screen for anything else other than for the online sessions. These days your exam is very close now, few more months. Even if they postpone not by 6-7 months, the maximum 1 or 2 months, right? Therefore 100% your academic, nothing else these days in front of the screen, television, no any other social media, nothing, right? Otherwise you will get punished. That cannot be corrected, and your parents will be very sad. Their 11 years investment in vain. Their 11 years investment in vain. If you are doing a mistake, if you are not using your time, these days effectively, right? Question number 12. I'll ask the answer first from Venuka. Fourth one. Meiosis occurs during gametogenesis. Very good. Who gave the answer? Yeah, very good. Answer is Venuka. Fourth. Very good. Answer is fourth. What is gametogenesis? That means formation of gametes. Formation. Okay, please put an arrow. What is the meaning of gametogenesis? Means what? Formation of gametes. Formation of gametes. Formation of gametes. What are the two types of gametes? Sperms and eggs. Formation of gametes. Sperms and eggs or ova. These are the gametes. Male gamete sperm, female gamete ova. So remember the only, okay, please put a stand if you want. You can write this statement. The only instance where meiosis occurs is production of gametes. Please write that if you want. The only instance, any other instance cells divide by mitosis. The only instance where meiosis occurs, the only instance where meiosis occurs is production of gametes. Very important. That is the easiest, shortest method you can remember meiosis. That means during sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction occurs due to the formation of gametes. Male gamete, female gamete. Asexual reproduction, no gamete formation. Asexual reproduction, no gametes, no sperms, no eggs. Example, by roots, by underground stem, new plants are produced. Asexual occurs during the only instance where meiosis occurs is production of gametes. Production of gametes. Any other instance, cells divide by mitosis. Number of chromosomes in the mother cell and daughter cell equal, that is in mitosis. 46. When you grow, when during healing of wound, chromosome number remain unchanged. During embryonic development, that means what? Inside the womb, mother's womb, the baby grows by mitosis. Right? During meiosis, one mother cell gives rise to a two daughter cell. Yeah, meiosis, one mother cell give rise to four daughter cells, not two daughter cells. Please refer meiosis and mitosis theory, not important, right? Okay. Then next question. I'll move to the next one. Question number 13. 13th MCQ. Before I move to the 13th MCQ, remember all before 2016 O level, there are 12 MCQs. Out of the first 12 MCQs, all 12 are biology. All 12 MCQs are biology. Now raise the hand. Okay, there are 12 MCQs you had done biology. This one I'll give a free mark. Okay, this one I'll give a free mark. Not free mark, I will skip this one. Third one, no need to do. Then fourth one, no need to do. 2, 4, and the other one 2, 4 and 9. 2, 4, 9. Except that means out of 12, 3 free marks, including 3 free marks out of 12. Those who got all 12 correct, including those out of syllabus, that one I'll give free mark. Please raise the hand. All 12 biology MCQs correct, including the free marks. I mean, which ones I give free? Question number 9 free mark. 9 free mark. Then 3 and 4 free mark. So 3 MCQs I gave free mark. Others you can do. Yeah. Please raise hand those who got at least 10 or above. Out of 12 biology MCQs, 10 or above. 10 plus. 10 or above. Okay. Good. There are nearly 20 students. Very good. Right. Okay. Now we are moving to the chemistry section. Question number 13 to 24, chemistry. Right. Chemistry. Okay. First MCQ question, chemistry. 13th MCQ for me. Very easy. Actually, not the students, those are always raising the hand. They also can raise hand, but at the other students, aluminium hydroxide, if you don't know the formula, that means my advice, don't sit this time all over. Aluminium hydroxide, chemical formula. Who can give me the answer for the 13th MCQ? Those who never raise that. Chamuti? Sandali?
Third answer.
Chana? Pasindu?
That answer.
Third answer.
Good. Okay, I'm very happy because some like new students raise the hand. Right. Answer is third. Very good. Very good. Excellent. Answer is third. Aluminium hydroxide. Aluminium, please put an arrow. This is present in antacid. Used as an antacid. Please write used as an antacid. What are antacid? Weak bases that are used against the acids. Antacids are used for gastritis. Used for gastritis. Gastritis. What is the other most commonly used antacid other than aluminium hydroxide? Gaviscon, the syrup, the gastritis syrup contains this aluminium hydroxide. That is weak acid, weak base. Used as antacids are weak bases. Weak bases, and they are used to neutralize the acids in the stomach. What is the acid in your stomach? HCl and hydrochloric acid. So aluminium hydroxide react with hydrochloric acid, producing aluminium chloride and water. What is the other most widely used antacid? Magnesium hydroxide, that is milk of magnesia. You had done acid base lesson, right? Please copy down this. What are the two antacids in your syllabus? Aluminium hydroxide and magnesium hydroxide. They can react with the acid of the stomach and neutralize the excess acid. Right? Okay, but Digene and E, there are different commercial names. There are, you have seen the advertisement, right? So those contain these weak bases. Right? Imagine accidentally, by mistaken, you drink HCl bottle in the school laboratory. Then also you can drink this, but don't drink sodium hydroxide. Then you will get some other issues with due to sodium hydroxide. Then you get situation become worst. Right? You have the acid in your stomach by taken by mistakenly you have consumed the HCl bottle, and then you drink sodium hydroxide also for the neutralization reaction. Sodium hydroxide also corrosive. Both not only strong acids, even strong bases also corrosive, right? Corrosive. Can oxidize the cells, can damage the cells, right? Question number 14. Who can give me the answer? Equal relative molecular mass. Good question. Simple calculation. Which pair has equal relative molecular mass? Question number 14. Who can give me the answer? I'll ask the answer from Kavini. Alhamdi. Yes, Kavini.
Sir, second one.
Second one. Any other answer other than the second answer? He gave the second answer. 14th MCQ. Those who are giving any other answer other than the second answer only, raise the hand now. Dasula, what is the other answer other than the second answer? Okay. Yeah, 14 answer is second, right? Very good, Alhamdi. Answer is second. Very good. So you can get the total, both having the equal values. No, nitrogen 14 into 2 plus 14 into 2, 28. I'll write here 14 into 2, 28 plus oxygen 16. Then you get the total 4, 3, 44. Carbon dioxide also you get what? 12 plus 32, 44. This 32 means oxygen 16 into 2. You get the same, no? Total 44 both, right? So they have equal relative molecular mass. Right. Question number 14 answer is second. Let's move to the next question. Question number 15. Who can give me the answer? 15th MCQ. Good question. You can put a star. Your upcoming oral papers also they can raise this. Put a star. They haven't asked this. Metal, metalloid and non-metal. Metal, metalloid and non-metal. I'll ask the answer from Tirani.
Fourth answer.
Fourth answer. Metal, aluminium, silicon metalloid and non-metal phosphorus. Okay, please raise the hand those who are giving any other answer other than the fourth answer. Question number 15. Okay, answer is fourth. Very good. Answer is fourth. Can you please write, everyone, 5 metalloids in your syllabus? 5 metalloids in the syllabus. Please write, everyone, 5 metalloids. What are the 5 metalloids in your syllabus? Right? From group 3, boron. From group 4, silicon and germanium. Silicon and germanium, group 4. Group 5, arsenic and antimony. What are the 5 metalloids in your syllabus? Please copy down. 5 metalloids in your syllabus. Not the long form of the periodic table. Your syllabus, O-level syllabus. Boron, group 3. Group 4, silicon and germanium. Then group 5, arsenic AS and antimony SB. Please write again 2 semiconductors in the syllabus. In your periodic tables, 2 electronics also you have learned it, right? What are the 2 semiconductors? Group 4, silicon and germanium are the 2 semiconductors. Please copy down these 2 short notes. Add this to your short notebook. And right here, put a stand, again put a stand, right? This silicon and germanium are considered as what? Semiconductors as well as metalloids. Silicon and germanium are considered as semiconductors as well as metalloids. It comes under both. Silicon and germanium are metalloids as well as are semiconductors as well as metalloids. Are semiconductors as well as are considered as semiconductors and as well as metalloids. It comes under both. Silicon and germanium. It comes under metalloids as well as under semiconductors. Please write this because you learn metalloids under chemistry, semiconductors you learn under physics. In the exam, you can get a MCQ. Which of the following elements are semiconductors as well as metalloids? What is the answer? Silicon and germanium. silicon and germanium, right? Then next one, question number 16. Shall I erase this? Anyone still copying down? Right, Litmal, hurry up. Alhamdi. No need the ruler in the paper class. No need the ruler. I mean, just copy down. Sometimes what happen, all level paper also, to underline the answer also, some students they use the ruler, right? They use the ruler. Now I'll give one example. Now last year, if I, okay, give me a second, I'll show you something. Last year O-level batch results. Last year O-level results, I had this separately. 2020 O-level results island wise and western province. Right, I'll show you. Wait, you can, I'll share the screen again. Right, let me show you. Look at this now. 2020 last year O-level batch, the result. Last year O-level science, you can see in the screen. Island first, which educational zone? In the western province, Sri Javardhanpur educational zone. So I'm proud about that because I am also attached to that educational zone, right? Javardhanpur educational zone. That is my educational zone. Not only this last year, last few years, every year the western province island first, highest pass, island first means highest pass rate. So this 2020 77% passed science subject, and 2019 it was 75%. Yeah, Columbus on second, right, and the other educations on late. So in not our island, island like rank I think 6 or 7. Now this is western province science results 2020 all over. Then if you take island, okay, I'll ask a simple. Who will guess like which educational zone, or at least which district or which province? Not science, the overall, the highest pass rate in the country, which, who can guess? As from few of you, Ayat, which district or which province?
In Hambantota.
Okay, Hambantota, right, Litmal?
The southern province maybe.
Good. Okay, yeah. You did I tell about this? Right. Anyway, that is Valas. So you can see here. I think I don't know whether I have shared this with you. This is southern province, Hambantota district, Walasmula educational zone, 88% the pass rate. Right. Second highest is like kind of it's like they have highlighted the ministry this one. Tanamalila, Monaragala district. Tanamalila education zone. You belong to which? Most of you all belong to which one? Columbus zone. Columbus zone, right? Most of you all are Columbus school, government and semi-government school. You belong to Columbus. So Columbus, what is this one? Columbus zone, western province. This is 10th rank in island rank 10th, right? You can see southern province what? Walasmula southern province, right? And Walasmula southern province. Then Tangor southern province, Gol southern province, Matra southern province. See, southern province, there are 4 within the first 10 island rank, 4 educational zones within the first 10 belong to southern province. They are inside. So Javardhanapura island 7. So I am attached to the Javardhanapura education zone, 7th island oral result, but science first in western province. So now this is one example. The Colombo now mostly you think are the most of the resources, top school Royal Anandanala and the Vishaga Devi Balika, all these top school DES, Mahanami Sivaya, all these top schools, even the international school top schools in Colombo. But highest pass rate O level, Walasmulla rural area, Hambantota district, southern province, right? Not only last year. Sometimes actually we were scared because we thought now because of this online thing and this not happening properly in the rural area and they don't have the smart devices and they don't have proper signal in those areas, therefore this time there will be a drop in the Walasmulla. Last year also they became island first, but what has happened? It's same, no change. That you can imagine, not only the resources available, your commitment and dedication. Those areas the students are, they are hard working. Sometimes they don't have proper transport to the school. They walk 2-3 kilometers to the school. And you don't have top tuition masters there, right? Remember that. Therefore, no excuse for you. You should be able to get good results, right? Because the problem is in the Western province, I think the students are lazy because they have all the facilities. From parents are giving everything, so they don't have economically any problem. I don't know, like, have your parents ever told you this month I can't pay, stop the class? I don't think any parents will give that. Even if they have a lot of financial problem, education, these difficulties, number one, their first priority, your educational expenses. They will cut down all their, maybe, otherwise they can put that money in the bank and they can spend a luxury life. So from your grade 1 or Montessori, if they have put that money in the bank, sometimes it's more than millions now. Maybe sometimes you have a younger brother, elder brother, younger sister, they also they studying. So their first priority, they are your education. After that only they use the money for the other expenditures, right? Number one, your one. So I don't think any parent will tell, stop the classes, I can't pay. They will never give that. Therefore your responsibility and your responsibility is to do this job well. Otherwise parents will feel committing suicide when they hear your results next year if you are not doing this job properly, right? So therefore please remember, you will get definitely punished if you are wasting your parents' money, right? Because they work hard for this and they give the prosperity. So therefore remember now, those areas, the students, they work hard, they have a lot of issues, sometimes not even having proper signal into those areas, but they have done their job well last year also, right? Anyway, that is just to, like, to have an idea, because mostly the students think the Colombo or 9 island ranks, right? Even the top schools in Colombo, they get A-level island first, second. Remember, though those students, if you ask from them from which school you came to this school, they will tell, I came after a scholarship exam from this some rural area school, I joined to this school, popular school in Colombo. Otherwise that school will never get these good results. Most of the time that happens, right? Okay, A-level even island ranks, right? Okay, now anyway, let's move back to the paper. Okay, now question number 59, explain you, right? What is the answer for the question number? Five metalloids I told you. 5 metalloids I told you, right? What are the 5 metalloids? Group 3 boron, group 4 silicon germanium, group 5 arsenic antimony. So therefore the answer is fourth. They give the correct answer. Then question number 16. Question number 16. In which of the following the room temperature can be evaluation of gas bubbles expected fastest? Underline the word fastest, underline evolving of gas bubbles, underline. Those are the keywords of this question. What are the keywords? Highest rate of the reaction. Indirectly they are asking rate of the reaction highest. So when you compare, look at the what are the two factors they have used here. Other factors kept constant, I think. One is concentration, the other one is physical nature of reactants. All these sync reactant same, and the difference physical nature and the concentration. Okay, I'll ask the answer from you, Mishal. Question number 16.
Fourth answer.
Fourth one. Fourth one, right? Any other okay, please raise hand those who are giving any other than fourth answer, any other answer. Question number 16, those who are giving any other answer other than the fourth answer. Michelle gave the fourth answer. Okay, you agree with this answer. Michelle, very good. Answer is fourth. Answer is fourth. Why fourth? Concentration high and sink in the powdered form. Please write. Both the factors are favorable for this rate. Concentration is high and sink used in the powdered form. That's why question number 16 answer is fourth. Why can't you take the third answer? Granules problem. Why can't you take the second answer? Concentration low. Why can't you take the first answer? Okay, if there's lowest rate, answer is first. Why? Granules, less surface area, and concentration also low, surface area also less. First answer. That is the slowest one. Can you make, sometimes you will not get the same question as it is. Sometimes they can ask what is the slowest one. Slowest, the speed of the evolution of air bubbles, first one, right? Okay, then let's move on to the next question. Question number 17. 17th MCQ, acidulated water using carbon electrodes. Select the correct statement about this. Okay, this is actually grade 11 electrochemistry, unit 12. But anyway, I'll quickly explain this. Please raise the hand those who have done this 12th MCQ, sorry, 17th MCQ. Please raise the hand those who have done it. I'll quickly explain this. Now, if you take water. If you pass electricity through water, and if you immerse two electrodes here, graphite electrodes, and if you pass current, okay, you connect a battery here. What is electrolysis? You pass current and break down water. Water is made of what? H plus and OH minus. Water is made of H plus and OH minus. Right. So this side very easy. No need to do electrochemistry. I can simply explain this. Imagine this is positive, battery positive. Therefore this side also positive. Electrode also positive. They use what electrode here? Carbon. Both this carbon rod, carbon. Then this side is negative, minus. Therefore the battery also, the electrode also negative here. So this positive one is called what? Anode. Positive electrode is in always known as anode. In electrolysis, positive electrode is anode, negative electrode is known as cathode. Negative one is called cathode. How to decide positive and negative? Look at the battery. Battery positive side, electrode also positive. Battery negative side connected, electrode also negative. Negative one is cathode, positive one is anode. Now, what are the two ions available in this solution? H plus and OH minus. So H plus ions get attracted towards which electrode? Towards the positive electrode. H plus ions get attracted towards the negative electrode. H plus. Why? Positive ions are called cations. Negative ions are called anions. OH minus, not OH plus. Negative ions are called anions. Ana to ana, cata to cata. What is ana to ana, cata to cata? Anions are attracted to the anode. Anions are negatively charged, and anion is OH minus. OH minus is attracted towards positive electrode. And negative H plus is positively charged. It is attracted towards the cathode. That means ions get separated like this. When you are given electrolysis, first label the electrode plus minus, then separate the ions. What is the first step? Label the electrode plus minus, separate the ions towards the oppositely charged electrode. Then what happened? There are two gases produced here. There are two gases, O2 and H2. Right? O2 and H2 are the two gases. Now look at the screen. From OH minus you get what? Oxygen gas. From H plus you get what gas? Hydrogen gas. These are the two gases produced. Hydrogen bubbles coming out from the negatively charged carbon rod, and oxygen gas come near the positively charged electrode. These are the two products. That means you can separate water into oxygen gas and hydrogen gas by passing current through water. Again I am telling, if you pass electricity through water, but not 100% pure water, because 100% pure water is not considered as an electrolyte. It doesn't conduct electricity well. That is why we call it acidulated water. What is called acidulated means you add little bit of acid into water. Then we call it acidulated water. To increase the electrical conductivity of water, you add little bit of acid. Now the question is this. Now let's see. You can decide the first half. Hydrogen and oxygen gas produced at the cathode and anode in the ratio. Anode and hydrogen at the cathode, correct, no? Anode oxygen, that is also correct, but the ratio is the next problem. The ratio, right? Okay. Now the ratio, how to decide? What is the ratio in water? The ratio hydrogen to oxygen. Hydrogen to oxygen ratio in water is 2:1. Therefore, hydrogen gas you get 2 times, then oxygen gas you get once. The ratio will be 2:1. Hydrogen to oxygen ratio will be 2:1. Which one 2:1? Oxygen, hydrogen will be 2, oxygen will be 1. Then you can easily get the answer. Hydrogen will be 2 times, oxygen will be 1. Answer is third. That is how you can easily get the answer. What is the answer here? Answer will be third. Hydrogen and oxygen produced at the cathode and anode. Ratio will be 2:1. Okay, so the answer is, please raise the hand those who got the third answer before me. Question number 17. Those who had done this at home. Question number 17, third answer. Right, very good. There are nearly 15 students. Right. Anyway, don't worry. If you like those who I have not done this yet. Now I am doing in the theory class electronics. Now electronics I will be discussing transistors next week. After that I will be starting this electrochemistry lesson. Therefore I will this is very easy, like not hard, but it is hard lesson, but I can make it very simple, right? Okay, so just to get the answer for this one, I explained only this much, but in the theory lesson I'll explain in the theory class in detail about this, right? Basically, by grinding, filtering, boiling, you cannot separate water molecule into hydrogen and oxygen. How long you boil water, what is coming out from the kettle? Water vapor. How long you boil water, what is coming out from the kettle? Water vapor, right? Even when seawater evaporate, drying clothes, sweat evaporate, only just H2O molecule, covalent molecule is going to the atmosphere. Have you ever heard or seen oxygen atoms and hydrogen atoms coming from the kettle when you boil water, or from the curry? No, never. Therefore, how long you boil water, this OH bond, water has two OH bond, two covalent bonds, that is not broken down. This is very interesting. By cutting, grinding, filtering, boiling, physically you can't take a blade or knife and cut these two covalent bonds to separate hydrogen and oxygen. They are chemically bonded. Mixtures you can separate. Salt and water you can separate by solar evaporation of seawater or crystallization. You can separate salt from water by evaporation, physical method. But physically you can't separate the bonds. Very important. Then this is one method of splitting water. In the future, hydrogen will be the fuel. There are hydrogen powered vehicles in the world. You can get this hydrogen by breaking down water. Then in the future, petrol shed become water shed, petrol tank become water tank, and the fuel for the I don't have space but to explain this in, but anyway it's interesting. If you want, you can search this in the internet. EV vehicles in the world. Please raise the hand those who have heard about EV vehicles. Not EV, sorry, not EV. EV you have heard in Sri Lanka also EV. FC vehicles, sorry, FC. EV electric, electric vehicles are available. What is FC? FC vehicle, those who have heard, what is FC vehicle? Now in Sri Lanka, what is popular? Hybrid and electric and plug-in hybrid. What is the FC? Who can tell me? Akhilesh, what is FC vehicle?
Fuel cell.
Very good. Fuel cell vehicles. Fuel cell vehicles, what is the fuel used for this cell? Hydrogen will be the fuel. Fuel cell vehicle, you can search in the internet. Fuel cell vehicles, Toyota, Honda, FC vehicles are available in the world. Not available in Sri Lanka yet, but in the future, vehicles will be run from water. And countries rich in fresh water, like having mineral oil or crude oil. Okay, but not seawater, pure water. I'll explain the rest in the electrochemistry lesson theory class, right? Because otherwise we won't be able to finish this lesson, right? I mean the paper, right? I'll erase the screen. So you got the answer. Answer is 3, question number 17. Then question number 18, a calculation. Okay, this is from which lesson? Unit 8, grade 11. Unit 8, grade 11. Okay. Reaction. What is the quantity of heat produced when 1 mole of NaOH used? Okay. Let's see. How many moles have they used? 2 grams of NaOH. Release how many? 3000 joules. Right. 2 grams of NaOH has released 3000. They are asking if you use 1 mole. 1 mole means how many grams? How to convert 1 mole into grams? 1 mole. Okay, I'll use the white screen. Let me. Okay. First, I'll ask the answer from you. Who can give me the answer for the question number 18 before I explain? Those who have done this at home, Hemru. Nasula.
Third answer.
Third one.
Vihari.
Third answer.
Third answer.
Right. Okay. Very good. Okay, most of you get the correct answer. Question number 18. Answer will be third. Very good. Answer will be third. Now, how to do this? So those who are not done, please write. Sodium hydroxide react with HCl. This is an exothermic reaction. This is also known as, actually I can name this reaction in 2 different forms. According to the heat change, this is an exothermic reaction because heat is given out. Heat is given out. Heat is given out. Now this reaction they have given 3000 joules release as heat if you use 2 grams of NaOH. 2 grams NaOH, 3000 joules. And you get water here as the byproduct. Now the question is, if you use 1 mole, now you have to convert 1 mole means how many grams? 1 mole of NaOH, 23 plus 16 plus 1, you get the total gram, 40 gram. So then 1 mole means 40 gram. if you use 40 grams, how many joules given out? That is the question. How many joules of heat energy is revolved? Simple basic mathematics. 2 grams, that much, therefore, okay, this is how you do it. Look at the screen. 2 grams release 3000 joules. 1 gram 3000 joules divided by I'll use more space here, right, 2 grams release 3000 joules. For 1 gram, half of that 3000 joules divided by 2. Therefore, for 40 grams, how to do it? This is multiplied by 40. For 1 gram, this much. Therefore, for 40 gram, multiplied by 40. What is the answer? 2 times 1, 2 times. This is the rest is basic maths. 2 times 1, 2 times 20. 20 into 3000. 20 into 3000, how many joules? 20 into 3000, how many joules? 20 into 3000 joules. 3000 joules multiplied by 20. You get the answer from here, right? Yeah. Then the answer will be 60,000 joules. Answer is 3. Very good, those who gave the correct answer. Answer will be 60,000 joules. Please raise the hand, those who got 60,000 joules. Right. Remember okay, very good. Those who have, there are nearly 10-15 students. Now every year they give a question related with this. I want to write one more thing here, right? This reaction is an exothermic reaction, as well as this is also considered as neutralization reaction. Neutralization reaction, right? Let's move on to the next question now. Anyone still copying down? Shall I erase this? Those who are still copying down, please raise the hand. 2 grams 3000, therefore 40 grams. I converted 1 mole into grams. Mole I converted into grams. How? How to convert mole into gram? Molar mass of sodium hydroxide 40 grams per mole. That's how you do it. 1 mole equal 40 gram. 40 grams per mole means 1 mole equal 40 gram. Right. You get the total. Or else you can do like this. Mass equal moles into molar mass. So moles 1, molar mass 40 grams per mole. Then you get the answer 40 grams. 2 grams, that much, therefore 40 grams, 60,000 joules. Right. I'll erase the screen now. Let's move on to the next question. 9th MCQ, the behavior of gas taken out from the syllabus. You can encircle this and put a cross. This one no need. It's taken out from the syllabus now. Suitable method to increase the mass of copper sulfate soluble in 100 grams of water. Method to increase the mass of copper soluble in... okay, this one you can do. Solubility. How can you increase the solubility of copper sulfate in water? That is unit 3, grade 11. 20th MCQ. Who can give me the answer? Yes, 20th MCQ. What is the answer? Devish?
4th answer.
4th answer. Increasing the temperature. Any other students given other than the 4th answer? Okay, Devish? Sorry, not Devish. Where Bihari? What?
Second one.
So the third one.
Third one. Catalyst and dissolving copper. Okay. Now this is, I think this is the, you should be careful in the exam when you are answering this type of question. To increase the amount dissolved, remember this is two different things. Rate of dissolving and amount dissolving, two different things. Be careful about that. Rate of dissolving you can increase by temperature. Amount of dissolving, to increase the mass or the amount or the mass of dissolving, how can you increase? Rate of the reaction cannot increase the amount dissolved. Very important. Rate of dissolving and amount dissolving, two different things. Catalyst can increase the rate. Catalyst will affect the rate, but not the amount dissolving. Right? Crystals and powder also will affect powder and crystals. powder and crystals also will affect the rate, not the powder and crystals. Powder will dissolve fast. Okay, I'll give one example. 5 grams crystals and 5 grams powder, the same quantity, but powder one dissolve faster. Therefore, amount dissolve, catalyst, powder and crystals will not affect for the amount dissolve. Amount dissolve depends on the temperature. Please write, everyone put a stand, write temperature will affect the amount dissolve as well as rate of dissolve in the solid. Very important, they have not given this in the textbook. Again I am repeating, when you increase the temperature it dissolve faster, plus you can dissolve more. Catalyst only the rate, only the speed, right? Granules or the crystals only the speed. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you increase the temperature, the rate also increasing, it will get dissolved fast, plus you can dissolve more, quantity also will increase. You understood this, right? Very important, right? Put a stand, write like in your shorter book, put a stand, right? Temperature can increase the rate of dissolving or the solubility also increase, the rate also increase. Solubility means the maximum mass of solute that can be dissolved in 100 grams of solvent at constant temperature. Definition they have given in the grade 11 textbook chapter 3, solubility definition, chapter 3 grade 11 mixtures lesson, right? What is solubility? Maximum mass that can be dissolved in 100 grams of solvent at constant temperature. That one will increase with the temperature. What are the other factors affecting the solubility? Amount dissolving, temperature will affect. What are the other factors? Nature of the solvent, nature of the solute, whether it's polar or non-polar, right? Not the granule and the powder, right? Nature of the solute. You have done this, grade 11. This is rate of dissolving grade 10. Amount dissolving grade 11. This is same as solubility. This is same as amount that can be dissolved is also known as solubility. Solubility, the definition. So nature of solute, example kerosene, coconut oil, sodium chloride. Sodium chloride dissolves more in water than in kerosene. So they are solvent matters. The nature of solvent, nature of solute, and the pressure. If it is a gas, the pressure will affect. This side you can write catalyst and concentration of the reactants, catalyst, powder, the physical nature of the reactants, that one will, and the pressure also will affect here. If the gases are involved in, the pressure also will affect. Concentration, catalyst, and the temperature also will affect. Temperature will affect for both sides. This is how they will make the questions hard in the exam. It's like a soup. Rate you have done in grade 10, rate of reaction grade 10 chemistry, the solubility in grade 11 chemistry. In the exam they can mix this. Now I don't know how many of you this one whether you noticed when you read this question. Increase the mass means not the rate, not the rate. Increasing the mass of copper sulfate dissolved in 100. Actually they have given the definition of solubility. This is the definition of the solubility of copper sulfate in water. If they ask you to define the solubility of copper sulfate in water, that is the definition. This is the definition. Maximum mass of copper sulfate that can be dissolved in 100 grams of water at a constant temperature. If you increase the temperature, the solubility will increase. That's why the temperature you have to mention in the solubility. At 25 degrees Celsius solubility, different from 30 degrees Celsius solubility. 30 degrees you can dissolve more. Okay, I'll give one example. Best example for this. I'll give the best example. Imagine you make a curry, right? Dal curry. At the time you make the dal curry, you put some salt. Imagine you put 5 grams salt. Now the dal curry, imagine 100 ml. Now what happened? After cooking, the water evaporate. Now what happened? 5 grams of NaCl left as it is. Now it become 80 milliliters. Now what happened? The salt concentration has increased, right? Then what happened? Second time also you heat this. Then water evaporate more. Then what happened? Concentration of salt get concentrated more and more. Then what happened? Too much salt. Then you can't taste the curry because salt concentration has increased because of the evaporation of the solvent. Right? Is that clear? Right. Therefore, the temperature high, when you cook this, the temperature is high. Right? Temperature is high. Then you can dissolve more. At low temperature, you can't dissolve that much. Okay. So the answer for this one is a very good question. Very good question. Question number 20, answer is 4. Right. Answer is 4. Then next one, question number 21. I'll quickly finish. 21. That's a simple calculation. 21, the solution when prepare the result of urea. What is the grade 11? These put 3 stars with the red pen. Very, very important. Put 3 stars with the red pen. Every year you get a question from concentration and mole related one. How to find the concentration? What is the equation? C equals N over V. To find the concentration, you need to know two things: moles and the volume. This is the equation to find the concentration. But we don't know the number of moles. Volume is known. How many milliliters? 1 cubic decimeter. That is okay. Problem is moles. If you find the moles, then you can find the concentration. How to find the moles? Let's convert 6 grams of urea into moles. What is the total urea molar mass? Find separately. What is the formal equation? If you get this in the oral paper, the essay type of structure, you definitely will get marks for the equation and the method also. How to find the mass is 6 gram, and how to find the molar mass of NaOH? 23 plus 16 plus 1. Answer the total 40 grams per mole. So I'll write here 40 grams per mole. 6 divided by 40 grams per mole. Gram get cancelled. You get sorry, not 40. This is sodium hydroxide, that is urea. Sorry about that. Urea, the total will be 60. CONH2 twice. NH2 twice, you get carbon 12, oxygen 16. This one, the total inside the bracket, you will get the total 14 plus 2, 16. 16 into 2. 16 into 2, 32. Right? So 32 plus 16 plus 12. Then you get the total, you get 60 grams per mole. So I'll divide this by 60 grams per mole. Right. 60 grams per mole, gram get cancelled, and you get 1 over 10 moles. 1 over 10 mole means it is equal to 0.1 mole. 0.1 mole. Now you can put here, you can find the concentration. Now it's very easy. C equals N over V. Moles, you got the answer 0.1 mole, and volume will be 1 dm3. Answer will be 0.1 moles per cubic decimeter. What is the first step here? I'll put the order. What is the first step? Calculate the number of moles. Convert grams into moles. Number 2, write this equation and apply the values. That's it. First you find the moles of urea and then find the concentration using, because volume is given at dm3. Right. So very important. Please raise the hand with correct understanding. Those who got the correct answer, please raise the hand. What is the answer? 0.1 moles per cubic decimeter. Answer is first one. Correct unit also very important. Question number 21. Answer is first one. Please raise the hand those who got this answer. Before I explain, very good, excellent. Right, nearly 20 students. Shall I raise this? Anyone still copying down this method? Please raise the hand those who are still copying down this. First calculation, converting grams into moles, then moles into concentration. Moles to concentration. Right. Then next one, question number 22. Done? If you want to listen to this recording again, you can send a request, no problem, right? You can say, sir, I joined the class, but this part I want, this one I wanted to listen to this again. Like some students, they need time to understand. Okay. 22. To manufacture and test it. Earlier also I told the answer for this. Question number 22. Who can give me the answer? Very easy, simple. I told you antacid, there are two metals involved. Aluminium and magnesium. Magnesium hydroxide and aluminium hydroxide. Earlier also I told. Answer is second. I don't need to waste time on that. Right. Question number 22. Answer is second. Right. Very easy. Question number 23. 23. Which of the following industry limestone is used as a basic raw material? Raw material limestone is used. Who can give me the answer? Question number 23. 23. Who can give me the answer? Vihari? Ayad?
Second answer.
Second.
Second, third. Umar?
Third one, sir.
Third one. Actually, answer is second. Right? You can't produce oil from calcium carbonate. To produce essential oil like cinnamon oil and all, you can't use calcium carbonate. Can be used to, what is slack lime? Okay, please write everyone. Slack lime is calcium hydroxide. Slack lime is calcium hydroxide. CaOH twice. Right? Bleaching powder is CaOCl twice, calcium oxychloride, and acetylene is C2H2. Acetylene is C2. I'll give one example. Calcium carbonate you can convert into calcium oxide. Calcium oxide you can convert into calcium carbide. Calcium carbide you can convert into acetylene. This is the small scale industry even in Sri Lanka. You can get C2H2. And this calcium oxide again you can convert into calcium hydroxide. And this calcium hydroxide you can convert into lime water. Lime water. Please copy down this flow diagram, everyone. Important. Limestone you can convert into quicklime by heating. Then you can convert this into by heating with carbon. Then you get calcium carbide. If you add water you get acetylene, C2H2. Acetylene is C2H2. Then this one you can add water, you can get calcium hydroxide. You can filter this and get the clear solution called lime water. That's very important. Right. Calcium carbide, acetylene. Here calcium hydroxide is like lime, and then you can dissolve that in excess water and filter and get lime water. Right. Shall I erase this? Anyone still copying down? Please raise the hand. Bleaching powder, how to make bleaching? Okay, this also. You can make bleaching powder if you pass chlorine. Through calcium hydroxide, if you pass chlorine gas, you can get bleaching powder. Bleaching powder you can get by passing chlorine over calcium hydroxide. If you pass chlorine gas over calcium hydroxide, you can get bleaching powder. Okay. You can get lot of products from limestone. So limestone means limestone, coral sand, the raw material, natural resource. This is called quicklime. It's called quicklime. This is called slacklime. Calcium hydroxide is slacklime. Here slacklime. Right. Okay, I'll erase this. Next one, question number 24. 24. Who can give me the answer? That is the last chemistry MCQ. 24th MCQ, Manit, Dion.
First
First one.
Right. Very good. Question number 24. Answer is first. Very good. Excellent. This is from grade 10 chapter 3. Grade 10 chapter 3. Gases, nitrogen gas uses inert atmosphere to control the food spoilage reaction. That's why if you take the milk powder packet, empty space of milk powder packet filled with nitrogen gas. If you fill atmospheric air contain moisture, germs, water vapor, the freshness of milk powder will change, and when you open the milk powder packet, then it's like crystals or precipitate or clogging occurs. Right. Question number 24 answer is first one. Now please raise the hand out of the 12 chemistry MCQs from 13 to 24, including one free mark for the 19th MCQ. Those who got all the chemistry MCQs correct. Please raise the hand. From 13 to 24, there are 12 chemistry MCQs. Please raise the hand. Those who got all these correct, I give a free mark for the gases one, that all correct. Chemistry section. Only 2, right? Higher than Devish. Okay, chemistry. Then please raise the hand. Those who got 10 or above now. 10 or above, please raise the hand. Chemistry section. Question number 13 to 24. There are 13 chemistry MCQs. There are nearly 20 students. Very good. If you got 10, if you even biology section previous part also, if you have got 10 and this part also 10, you are okay with the MCQs. If you have done it alone at home and if you got 10 or above for both these sections, you are good. MCQ paper you can go for the 30 plus and can go for A pass easily, right? If not, you have to please study. At least you have to get 8 at least. Then only you can improve up to 10 or above, right? Right. Okay, then it's almost physics part I'll discuss next day. Question number 25 onwards. 25 onwards I'll discuss next day. Physics 1. Essay type questions of the 2014 and 15 support seminar paper I'll discuss next day. Right. Okay, then we'll stop for today. Good night and God bless you all.